This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation station.
Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. It's August the 8th, 2024. I'm John Simney, the MNC News Center. The news getting started now with our top local stories. The National Weather Service has confirmed it was an EF2 tornado near Three Rivers in St. Joseph County in Michigan. They upgraded the designation, saying wind speeds peaked at 115 miles per hour during the severe thunderstorm that moved through the area Tuesday morning. Damage was reported in that area, including barns being destroyed, uprooted trees, and downed power lines. Well, searchers in Indiana are still looking for a Minnesota teenager who was reported missing. The 17-year-old from Eagan was reported missing Tuesday in Lake Michigan near the town of Beverly Shores. The search had to be limited on Tuesday because of the dangerous water conditions. Well, we might be at the point of the summer where water feels perfect, but the Michigan Department of Natural Resources is urging caution.
The DNR reminds all boaters and swimmers to take a safety-first approach to their summer fun. Department officials told WSJM that Lake Michigan can have currents that carry a swimmer far away from shore. And while fighting against it and swimming for shore seems to make sense, it isn't the best strategy. If you're caught in a riptide, they recommend flip, float, and follow. Flip on your back, let the current take you out while you're able to breathe, and then swim sideways after the current releases you. Once you are opposite of the direction of the current, the waves will push you back towards the shoreline. Always watch children on inflatables, which are an easy target for riptides. And pay attention to the flags. Heather Starr, MNC News.
More Michiana students are back in school beginning today. Kids who attend East Noble Corporation and West Central School Corporation have their first day of classes here on this Thursday. And a reminder from police to get in the habit of watching school zones closely and obeying school zone speed limits and school bus stop arms as more kids return to their classrooms during the next couple of weeks. A South Bend man's been hospitalized after he crashed into a deer while on his motorcycle.
The collision happened around 9 o'clock Tuesday night on Calvin Center near Mason Street in Cassopolis. Investigators say the 40-year-old man was traveling southbound when the deer ran out in front of him. The man was not able to avoid the deer and was injured. He was taken to Elkhart General Hospital for treatment of his injuries. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
A welfare check on the occupants inside a vehicle parked in front of the Rochester Police Department turned into a murder-suicide investigation. It was around 11 o'clock on Tuesday night when officers found two people inside the vehicle dead from gunshot wounds. One gun was found in the vehicle. Police say 49-year-old Keith Parsons shot and killed 42-year-old Heidi Prince before taking his own life. The city of South Bend's inviting residents to talk about redevelopment plans for the former Rabbi Schulman and Monroe Circle sites.
The neighborhood visioning meeting is happening this Thursday from 6 until 8 p.m. at the Salvation Army Kroc Center. Plans for the redevelopment of the two former public housing sites will be included in the city's downtown plan. Initial plans for the sites include new affordable housing and community spaces. Residents will be able to provide feedback and ideas at the meeting, but those who cannot attend are able to provide ideas through an online survey. We've posted a link to the survey with this story at 953mnc.com. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
A dog was shot and killed by an Indy police officer last week. And the dog's owners now are demanding that the officer be held accountable.
He shot an innocent dog that literally was just trying to run out the gate. That's what he does. He runs out the gate when me and my mom comes up or the kids come up.
That's Ashley Bill. She's the sister of the dog's owner. A Ring doorbell footage shows the officers walking up on the front porch of the home, responding to a domestic disturbance. The dog ran out and the officer shot the dog 2 times. That officer is not on leave because of the shooting. Well, this week is now National Farmers Market Week.
The gatherings foster a sense of community and provide consumers with direct access to locally grown food, as fresh jams, jellies, fruits, and veggies draw people to more than 8,000 farmers markets across the country. Emily Weikart Bryant with Feeding Indiana's Hungry says the organization and the ag community have partnered for many years in a shared mission to alleviate hunger.
They're engaging with their regional food bank or their local pantry. They're participating in partnerships with their industry associations like the Million Meals program we have with the Indiana pork producers. We're taking extra produce from their gardens to neighbors who need a little help. Farmers are often quietly working in their communities to alleviate hunger for our Hoosier neighbors.
The Indiana Department of Agriculture claims that there are more than 94,000 farmers, and 94% of those farms are either family-owned or operated.
Breeze Airways has announced a new nonstop service from South Bend to Orlando beginning in November and Fort Myers, Florida, starting in February.
Breeze also is offering a system-wide 35% special off all round-trip base fares if purchased by August 9th for travel between late August through early February and from late April through mid-May if guests use the promo code TAKEOFF at checkout on flybreeze.com or on the Breeze app. The flight to Orlando would take place on Thursdays and Sundays. The flights to Fort Myers would take place on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Breeze was recently ranked in the top 5 of Travel and Leisure's best domestic airlines for the 3rd year in a row. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
Also making news today, a Merrillville woman who was the subject of a statewide silver alert found dead in a pond in Crown Point. 55-year-old Vicki Lynn Kirkwood went missing from Lake County's fair on Tuesday. There was no immediate word about how she ended up in the water. An autopsy will be conducted to figure out the cause and manner of her death. Michigan's primary vote on Tuesday clarified some races and decided local ballot questions. 4th District Congressman Bill Huizenga will face Democrat Jessica Swartz in November. Kevin Whiteford won the GOP nomination. He'll face off with Joey Andrews in the fall in the State House District 37 race. And Chuck Haidt won the GOP primary for Berrien County Sheriff. Are you beach bound? The Berrien County Health Department has issued a warning for high E. coli levels in several swimming areas.
The high E. coli levels are due to recent heavy rain. Beaches in Berrien County that are closed include Union Pier, Warren Dunes, Waco, Gene Clock Park, and Rocky Gap. Swimming is currently not allowed. No timeline was provided for retesting or reopening the beaches. The health department will retest the water. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Well, risks of a different kind have reduced hours at a different beach on the Indiana side of things. A Northwest Indiana lakefront now with reduced hours for the rest of the summer. Indiana Dunes National Park officials say Portage Lakefront and Riverwalk is now open just from 8 in the morning until 9 at night. They say the change in hours comes after a spike in overnight vandalism and illegal beach fires. Visitors are urged to report any suspicious activity that they see at the beach or the Riverwalk to the park's 24-hour dispatch line. Niles Charter Township's quest for an improved township hall is now a step closer to reality.
The Board of Trustees has agreed to accept a $2.4 million bid for the renovation and expansion of the Township Hall on Bell Road. The hall has served the community since the 1960s, but lacks the space and the infrastructure to meet the growing needs of the staff and the needs of the community. The expansion would add approximately 3,100 square feet of space, which will provide more space for staff, as well as storage space for important documents and election equipment. The project is expected to be finished in May of 2025.
Mostly sunny skies today. Gorgeous looking day, light winds, high temperatures getting up right around 82 degrees this afternoon. As we head into tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies. We'll drop down to 62 degrees for the overnight low. And for Friday, breezy and cooler with high temperatures at only 74 degrees. We'll be in the mid 70s through the weekend. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
You can get the top local news delivered to your email twice each day. To get signed up, just go to 953mnc.com. Just click where it says On Demand. You'll get it for free. Coming up next, top trending stories. We'll also check out your 5-day forecast. MNC News Time 5:13.
Podcasts by Federated Media.